On today's episode, we set off on an epic adventure exploring all Karijini National Park has to offer. Our mission is to see how many gorges and natural pools we can visit over the next few days.
You've probably heard of Karijini, but did you know it's Australia's second largest national park? Karijini is about a 15-hour drive from Perth, so we recommend splitting up the drive over a couple of days. Karijini is well known for its gorges and natural pools. The gorges have been carved over millions of years and are definitely worth visiting. When planning your trip to Karijini, we recommend visiting sometime between May and September instead of summer, as the weather regularly exceeds 40 degrees Celsius. To avoid disappointment, we also recommend you check out Karijini's official website, which we have linked below, to check what gorges will be opened during your planned visit. Made it to Hamersley Gorge.
Before we get to our first gorge, make sure you take 2 seconds to click that like and subscribe button. Every single click helps our little channel grow and your support means more than you know. Anyways, back to the vlog.
Our first stop in Karijini is probably one of the most well-known spots, Hamersley Gorge, also known on Instagram as Hamersley Spa. The drive is a little rough as majority of the road out is gravel. All hikes in Karijini are graded on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the easiest and 5 being the hardest. To explore Hamersley Gorge, you'll need to take a short 400 metre hike down to the natural pools. The hike is a grade 4 hike and can be a little challenging, but definitely worth it. No visit to Hamersley Gorge is complete without swimming out to the natural spa. We recommend visiting the spa in the early morning or after 2:30 in the afternoon so you can enjoy it to yourself.
You go on the wrong way though, go up to, like, crawl on your belly up to that point. You go as far up as you can, you might have to slide on your belly. Thanks.
Next up is the beautiful Joffre Falls Gorge, located near the Karijini Eco Retreat. This isn't to be confused with the lookout point located 15 minutes on the other side of the gorge. The hike down to the waterfall is classed as a grade 5 hike and is definitely more challenging than our first hike to Hamersley Gorge. The hike down includes steep ladders, climbing over rock slabs and scaling rock walls. It is definitely worth the hike as we watch people of all ages conquer it, including kids. Unfortunately, the waterfall wasn't flowing due to a dry summer, so we admired the gorge and the pools from the rocks.
This next gorge absolutely blew us away and is definitely worth adding to your Australia bucket list. Dales Gorge has plenty of waterfalls and pools to explore, but we recommend camping at Dales Campground so the main waterfalls and pools are less than a 10-minute walk away.
I get it. Gorgeous life.
Yeah. Our first stop at Dales, and arguably one of the most beautiful spots in Karijini, was Fern Pool. The hike down is classed as a grade 4 hike, although we found this trail to be much easier than the others. Swimming at Fern Pool is an absolute must, so make sure you pack your bathers and a towel.
Imagine if no one got in with him.
If you brave the cold water, don't miss the short swim to the waterfall. The water under the waterfall feels like a warm shower. You will see beautiful ferns all around the waterfall, which, as you guessed, is why the pool is named Fern Pool.
Rating out of 10. No.
After enjoying our ice bath and Fern Pool, we walked back to Fortescue Falls and treated ourselves to another swim. The walk to Fortescue Falls is definitely on the easier side and is classed as a grade 3 hike. Fortescue Falls is surrounded by flat rocks, which make the perfect spot to have some lunch or lay out in the sunshine to warm up a little.
If you're still feeling adventurous after visiting Fern Pool and Fortescue Falls, then we have the hike for you. Dales Gorge Trail is a challenging hike classed as a grade 4 and definitely errs on the more challenging side of things. This 4-kilometre round-trip hike requires you to climb down steep ladders, walk over slippery stones, cross rock pools and scale walls. We recommend starting this hike at the circular pool entrance so you finish the hike witnessing the beauty of Fortescue Falls.
Now, we have of course saved the best for last, so if you have made it this far, consider this as our thank you to you. This was by far the most challenging hike we completed, but also the most rewarding. Slippery?
Nearly slipped.
You nearly had an accident.
But we're okay.
Have ended well.
It's time for another grade 5 hike, but this time through Hancock Gorge, all the way to Kermits Pool. Now, we don't want to scare you, but if you want to hike through to Kermits Pool, you will need to embrace walking through freezing water, climbing down steep ladders, scaling rocks and cliffs, as well as navigating slippery sections. In saying this, we saw everyone from young children to older people hike through Hancock Gorge. Depending on your hiking skill, you can either opt to scale rocks and cliffs, or if you're a little bit clumsy like me, swim through the gorge instead. No matter how you get to Kermits Pool, it is absolutely worth it. We still can't believe something like this exists in Western Australia. In fact, we loved it so much, we actually hiked it twice.
The quicker you get through, the less cold it is.
Is it? Freezing.
Just been at one of the gorges here in Karijini, and we made it to Kermit Pool.
Yeah,
Did the track down. It was pretty wicked.
apparently it's like one of the hardest treks in Karijini, and we did it in bare feet and thongs.
Don't recommend that.
No.
It does say wear
Like enclosed shoes and long
two pairs
pants
of
and
shoes
stuff.
but
We weren't expecting to do this today, so you can either scale the walls, which Kane did, or you can swim through, which I did, and it is an ice bath. So it's getting a bit late, and we definitely want to get out of here before the sun sets. So now to begin the hike back up the left side.
As we mentioned earlier, it's important to check Karijini's official website as we were not able to explore Kalamina, Knox Gorge or Handrail Pool due to closures. We will definitely be checking out these gorges on our next visit to Karijini though.
Let us know in the comments if you have any questions about visiting Karijini National Park in Western Australia, and we will do our very best to answer them. As always, if you liked this video, make sure to take a second to subscribe to our channel to avoid missing out on our next episode in Broome, Western Australia.
Whenever you're ready, my love. Well, yeah, look, it's a bit see-through in there, so try not to.
Hello, little granny.